Hello there. Today we celebrate the first female ever to be elected governor. Her name, Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross, from the state of Wyoming, the first state to grant women the right to vote. Nellie Taylor Ross. She was also the first female to ever be director of the United States Mint. The United States Mint. You need to research that. It was an organization, it still is, that is in charge of producing coins. So the United States Mint belongs to the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C. However, Nellie Taylor Ross was the first female director of the United States Mint. Quite an accomplishment. However, the biggest feat, and I mean the biggest feat, I'm not saying feet as in foot feet, I'm saying F-E-A-T, the biggest, grandest feat, which means accomplishment, was when Nellie Taylor Ross became the first female governor. The first female governor of the United States of America. You know, we're still working on getting a female president, but Nellie Taylor Ross was the first female governor. Who would be very proud of her? Probably Belva Lockwood, who was the first female to run for presidency. Remember that? But Nellie Taylor Ross became the first female governor in the state of Wyoming, and today is July 10th. We are celebrating Wyoming's admittance to the Union, ratified the Constitution on July 10th of 1890. In 1890, I know, we are right now in July 10th, 2020, aren't we? But in July 10th of 1890, Wyoming becomes the 44th state to ratify the Constitution. The 44th state, the 44th state, the 44th state to ratify the Constitution. Wyoming, 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 the 44th state to what? To ratify the Constitution. Okay, we are now going to sing about Nellie Taylor Ross. Please write it down. Wyoming was the first state to grant women the right to vote. The first state to elect a female governor was Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross. The first female governor in Wyoming. Wyoming, Wyoming, Wyoming. The first state to grant women the right to vote. Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross. The first female governor in Wyoming. The first female governor in Wyoming. Again, Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. Wyoming, 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 the first state to grant women the right to vote. Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. The first female governor in Wyoming. Wyoming, the 44th state to be admitted to the Union to ratify the Constitution. Nellie Taylor Ross becomes the first female governor in Wyoming. But there's something else about Wyoming. Wyoming has a very special park. Very special park. In fact, Congress made it its first national park. Congress made this park a national park? Yes. In the year 1872. 1872. 1872. 1872. Yellowstone Park. Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. Where is Yellowstone Park? In the state of Wyoming. Wyoming, Wyoming. In 1872, Yellowstone becomes a national park. In Wyoming, Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. What's in Yellowstone Park? Probably beautiful lakes and trees and streams and geysers. A lot of geysers. Geysers shoot water up into the air from the ground up. And the most famous, they have their names. These geysers have their names. Geyser, Old Faithful Geyser. Old Faithful. Old Faithful Geyser is the most famous geyser in the state of Wyoming. Old Faithful Geyser. Yes, and it shoots water straight up every 65 seconds. I guess that would be 1 minute and 5 seconds. We need to time it. And the largest geyser is called the Giant Geyser. The Giant Geyser, the Giant Geyser, the Giant. The Giant Geyser is the largest geyser in the state of Wyoming in Yellowstone Park. We have a song for everything. In 1872, Yellowstone Park becomes first national park in the state of Wyoming. Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. In 1872, Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. In 1872, Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. That is quite a feat. F-E-A-T. Feat, accomplishment. In the state of Wyoming. And Wyoming was the first state to grant women the right to vote. Of course, the first state to elect a female governor, Nellie Taylor Ross. And Old Faithful Geyser is the most famous geyser. Please, Old Faithful Geyser is the most famous geyser. Shoots water every 65 seconds. And the largest, the Giant Geyser. Pretty funny. The Giant Geyser. And of course, on July 10th of 1890, Wyoming becomes the 44th state to ratify the Constitution. The 44th state. On July 10th, we're celebrating it today. I know we are. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay. So again, we're going to sing Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross. Here we go. Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. Nellie, let's keep on with Nellie Taylor Ross. Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. That's important. Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. The first female governor in Wyoming. Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. Nellie Taylor Ross, Nellie Taylor Ross, the first female governor in Wyoming. The first female governor in Wyoming. In 1872, Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park in the state of Wyoming. Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. In 1872, Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. Yellowstone Park becomes the first national park. On July 10th of 1890, Wyoming becomes the first state, the 44th state. Wyoming becomes the 44th state. Wyoming becomes the 44th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. To ratify the U.S. Constitution. On July 10th of 1890, Wyoming becomes the 44th state. Wyoming becomes the 44th state. Very nice. Now we know a lot of things about the state of Wyoming. Let's celebrate the fact that today is July 10th. And Wyoming did become the 44th state in 1890 to ratify the Constitution. The first state to ever elect a female governor, Nellie Taylor Ross. And also the first state to grant women the right to vote. Wyoming, Wyoming is a special state. Wyoming, Wyoming is a very special state. Wyoming, Wyoming, Wyoming. The first state